Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, see, folks, I'm playing a video series videos I've been doing for a while. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I don't have like a witty little, thing set up for this part of my intro. Usually I do, but today I don't. So, yeah, let's move on to the thing, right? So it's a super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. I'm probably going to take up like 11 to 13 or so minutes of your time. Provided, of course, that, you're watching the video all the way through. And you are watching the video all the way through, aren't you, folks? That is called viewer retention. That is a metric that gets tracked by YouTube and helps determine who gets to see my videos. I also get to see that metric. So, I'm not saying I'm going to call you on it, but what I will say is this. I know. So, you can do what you want with that information, but I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm also wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review for you. That is definitely the case today. So what is it that I'm reviewing for you? Well, folks, it's this thing. Sure. It is Ashock Accelerator Starberry. Okie doke. I've reviewed a few things from the Ashock stuff. I remember when they were just Aftershock. I'm guessing there was like a licensing thing or like a rights, a trademark thing or some shit, and they became Ashock. Basically, if you're not familiar with Ashock, they're one of these energy drinks that, like, they claim, they're like a pre-workout type of thing. It's like, oh, it's natural caffeine and ocean minerals. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before. Plant-based thermogenics. Okay. It's 150 milligrams of natural caffeine. But yeah, they... certified sport. There's like this whole run of newer energy drinks that basically they're trying to like kind of shirk off, the trappings and the the preconceived notions that come with a lot of energy drink stuff. And so these are like, supposed to be, like better. They're probably not, but it's also zero sugar. It's natural electrolytes. What the fuck is a Starberry? Does anybody know? I don't know what a Starberry is. It looks like it's a strawberry. Which, if it's a strawberry, that's fine, but then call it a fucking strawberry. Let's find out together, folks. Ow. Key. What do you smell like? Kind of like strawberry, just maybe mixed with something? Does it? It's not going to say, but... coffee fruit. Magnesium lactate, sucralose. Natural flavor. Ocean mineral electrolytes. Green tea extract. Yeah. I don't know why I even bothered to look. Let's just try the damn thing, see if I can't figure it out. It's like a semi-sweet, semi-tart strawberry, basically. I don't know. It's like, is a starberry a real thing? Like, star fruit is a real thing. I know that. I've never heard of a fucking starberry before. It's okay. I'll give Ashock or Aftershock, whatever the fuck they want to be called. I'll give them a fair amount of credit when it comes to their zero sugar stuff. They're better at disguising it than some others. That said, you can still taste that it is a zero sugar product, but it's, because they sweeten it with sucralose. And I will say this, I'm in no way, shape, or form a medical professional, nor will I likely ever be. But I will say, from doing my own research, when it comes to a lot of like the sugar additives, like the sugar substitutes, that's what I meant to say. There might be certain benefits to them versus like the straight sugar, but then there's also a lot of things where it's like, oh, it's zero sugar. Like I know, like for instance, if you're diabetic, if you have to worry about your sugars, like I know for me, I try to kind of limit my sugar intake. This show does not help with that. But as I've gotten older, I want to try to keep it lower. And I know from like doing my own research, most of the sugar most of the sugar alternatives, there we go, your body treats them like normal sugar. So they're not, there's like one, and I can't think of what it is. Maybe it's stevia? Don't fucking, please do your own research on that shit. But like, most of them basically just do the same shit. They might be lower calories or something, but I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say it's just straight strawberry. And it doesn't have like I want to say it almost reminds me a little bit of pomegranate, maybe? Maybe it's like a strawberry pomegranate type of deal or something. Because like it doesn't taste like straight strawberry. Like it doesn't. There's a strawberry aspect to it for sure, but it doesn't have like the real, like the best part of a strawberry for me is like when you get that fresh and kind of sweet taste that you get at sort of the beginning of it. The tart aspect of strawberries has never been my favorite. I'm a little bit here or there on it, but this, it is sweet, but you definitely don't get like a refreshing aspect to it. And that might sound a little bit ridiculous, but I have actually had like certain energy drinks and stuff, or the way they flavor it, you can kind of, you get a similar sensation. With this, you don't get that. It's definitely more of just a straight energy drink. Like I said, it's sweet, not overly so. Tart, not overly so. It's strawberry with something else. And maybe it's not mixed with anything specifically. Maybe it's just, because it's like it's green tea based or the coffee fruit or something. I really don't know. I wish I could say that I can pick that out specifically, but I can't. I mean, ultimately, I'll say this. It's decent. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite of the Ashock flavors that I've had, but, I don't have a lot against it. I'm not huge on tart stuff, so, it's not my favorite thing, but it's not so tart that I can't deal with it. So there you go. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, sure. For me, although it's not bad, it's not a flavor profile that I particularly need to engage with again. And again, that's not because it's bad, it's just strawberries are definitely not my favorite, or starberry, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, is not my favorite fruit. And like, even with whatever they mixed it with, it's still just not, there's other things. I'm more of a tropical fruit person than a berry person. And then again, it's like, if I'm talking about it strictly as a product and strictly with my relation to it, there's other Ashock flavors that I like more, and there's other energy drinks that I like more. And I'm not buying it for all the extra bullshit. I'm buying it for an energy drink. It's 150 milligrams of caffeine, so it's a little bit lighter than some of the other ones. That could be something that other people, not everybody needs, 300 milligrams of caffeine or any of that nonsense. Some people, it's just a little pick-me-up. And in that regard, as to recommending it to other people, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. If you like kind of strawberry-ish stuff, give it a go. Like I said, it's a little sweet, a little tart. Kind of take that into account. And, with it being 150 milligrams of caffeine, it's probably not going to jack you up too much, just give you a little boost. So it has a place. I don't think that it's a bad product. It's just not personally for me. But I will finish it, for sure. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of your week. Monumental rest of month. Stupendous rest of your folks. You can go there, have yourselves a truly Starberry tastic rest of your life. Folks, that sounds like some very made up shit. Like, that sounds like some stuff that, would have shown up in, like, the fucking 1980s version of My Little Pony. I don't know about the new version of My Little Pony. It was a whole thing. I had a couple of friends who actually got into it at one point. For me, it was like, I wasn't against it. It's just the few things that I saw of it, although I did admittedly laugh at some of the jokes, just wasn't quite for me, but I ain't hating. But the 1980s one, like, come on now. No, I don't think too many people look back on that one fondly. Or maybe they do. I don't know. I mean, shit, I watched Transformers and GoBots and stuff, so. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. That's why I put try at the beginning of that, because it's very intentional, okay? I don't care who you are. You're going to be the coolest guy around. At the end of the day, still going to have times when you run into situations that are frustrating and stressful and make you just basically want to go over there and drop your pants and show your asshole to the universe. When we run into those situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself out some Starberry, Ashock, what the fuck ever stuff. Okay. But maybe you're a bit more dedicated to the cause than I am. So you're going to go over there and you're going to go on a quest to figure out what the fuck this Starberry nonsense is. Alright, and you're going to go over there, you're going to talk to the people at Ashoc, but then they don't know. It just comes in the crates, So then you go over there, you talk to people who bring the crates, and they don't know. You're like, what the fuck, man? And like, you just, basically what it all comes down to, if you've ever seen the 1980s movie, The Stuff, it's a kind of a horror parody comedy, but with some like crazy fucking effects that are actually genuinely freaky. Yeah, it's basically that. I think that's where they're getting this Starberry stuff from. I figured it out. Or conversely, just go watch the movie The Stuff. I mean, it's a pretty solid movie. It's not like one of my favorites or anything, but, it's good. I mean, I could rattle off a whole bunch of other 1980s horror, the John Carpenter's The Thing. Okay, obviously you've got Aliens to a lesser extent, but, that one's kind of, different people take away from. I'm partial to the original, although that one's 70s. I obviously got the slashers and whatnot, but bye.